I don't know. People just
This
tell me
meeting
they
is
like it.
being recorded.
So, but we'll go ahead and get this thing started, man. So I went ahead and took the liberty of putting everything in a little document here for you. Kind of black some stuff out for the moment that we're going to get to. Um,
Okay.
but I went ahead and like put your information in here so that that way I can send this over to you. So you told me you currently have about $1,000 uh, in like just cash to buy some electronics. You can pick up on Tuesday, Thursday, on the evenings, on weekends. And then your highest month is $100, and that's fine. You just finished the starter kit. How was the starter kit? Like in your own experience?
No, I thought it was great. I mean, it really helped me to answer some questions in my mind. I mean, one about the ads. I mean, I've ran Google ads and Facebook ads long time ago, so it was good to just kind of see that again. I haven't set any up, but it was good to see it. The negotiation thing, the bullet
Yeah.
strategy was good, and then some of the appraisal appraisals for like iPhones, MacBooks. That was helpful. And then just the conversation around just bad ESNs. I think that was the most helpful because, like I sent you the message yesterday, I bought a brand new 15 Pro Max locked to AT&T,
Yeah.
and I thought, well, that's fine. I mean, somebody else from AT&T can just pop in their SIM and use it, and that's great. Because that's what I've done before. I mean, the phone that I have, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that if it's financed, which it is, because I checked the IMEI, then they could easily lock the phone down. I totally didn't realize that. So I bought the 15 Pro Max like that. I bought a 14 Pro Max, no, a 13 Pro Max like that. And then I bought a completely unlocked 11. And that one I sold and I made like $100 and something on it. But that profit's going to get eaten up by the losses from the other two. So, but anyway, that's what was good about the starter kit.
Fantastic, dude. Glad I know it was kind of a lengthy program. Um, but yeah, I'm glad you got through it, and I'm glad you learned a couple of things that cleared up the stuff that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and let's dive into this plan, man. That I have kind of built out here already. I'm gonna go ahead and unhighlight this in black. So you told me you're in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Yep.
I did a quick um, thing on Facebook Ads Manager and kind of figured out how many people were in the area. And well, that's Norfolk, but that was somebody else.
It's the same place. Norfolk, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach. It's all the same place.
Gotcha. So based on having 1 to 1.2 million people within a 20-mile radius, that's pretty good. That's a lot of people. That's that's a million phones. That or a million to 1.2 million phones. That doesn't include probably the broken ones, right?
Right.
That doesn't include the Nintendo Switches, the Oculus Quest, the MacBooks, the iPads, the this, the that, right? Like
Yep.
there's based on that population, there are, you know, most people have 15 types of electronics in their house. So,
Yep.
it's a lot of stuff, right? And then I did also come up with the CPM. So based on your population, from what I've seen in areas with about the same amount of population, you'd be averaging about $1 to $4 per lead on Facebook, and probably 4 to 5 on Google. That's pretty normal.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I took the liberty of finding some deals in your area too that were just kind of out there.
Oh, okay.
So number one was this one. I think this one was just like buy it as it is. Yeah, so this is a Oculus Rift S. So
Okay.
it's listed for $50. They listed it 6 days ago. This headset and this data cable back here,
Yeah.
it will sell for about $100 by itself. The
What?
controllers, yep, the controllers right here will sell for about 55 a piece.
Wow. Okay. I
And
don't
this,
know anything about those things.
yeah, this is a steal. This is easy money right here.
Okay.
And then we got this one. Found this one. We said to offer. I looked at it. Said to offer 80. So this is a Nintendo Switch. It's been listed for 24 weeks. Um, so it's already down to 130. Um, I would hit this person at 80 bucks. It's been listed a long time, so they're probably trying to get rid of it, especially if it's listed at 130. I'm
Yep.
surprised nobody snatched this up. Um, I would just hit them with the good old, hey, I run a company that buys these things. I could pay if I could pay cash today, would you go any lower? Type deal, right?
Okay.
All right, and then oh, that's not good. And then this one, and these are just on Facebook. I didn't even look at OfferUp. This was another Oculus Rift S, but this one was listed 14 weeks ago. So good amount of time. I'd hit them probably around 60. I'd probably settle on 80.
Okay.
And then I would also make sure he has the controllers, but he probably does. So these are just three deals that I found in your area doing about 3 to 5 minutes of research.
Wow.
So there's definitely
Fascinating.
deals in your area. Definitely money to be made. All right. So um, and here's kind of the game plan. So let's go over the game plan. So based on everything you told me, I figured the first month's goal would be to kind of double the cash that you have, right?
Okay.
About $1,000 in profit off of the $1,000 that you currently have. To do that, I would recommend a Facebook ads budget of about $5 a day. I wouldn't recommend Google ads at all for the first month. I would do 20 reach outs a day in your area. There's plenty of deals out there. Some of them are listed a little bit high, and that's fine. Most of them will be. The thing with reach outs is it's a numbers game, and it doesn't cost anything other than your time, right?
Yep.
Biggest thing you'll want to learn about is game consoles and VR systems. Those are the easiest way to double your money pretty fast.
Hmm. Why
Because
why why is that
yeah,
people don't know the value in them or
yeah. Well, so there's more demand online than there is in the local market.
okay.
That's what it is. Like, and we part them out as well. So, for example, the controllers here, um, a lot of the times sell really well because people break them,
Hmm.
right? And then the data cable, this little cord back here, sells really well because people lose them. so, so you know, the whole set by itself doesn't sell super well, but parted out, it actually does quite well.
Hmm.
So it's an interesting dynamic that my console coach came up with. So he does a great job with it.
Okay.
I would open an eBay account, Mercari, and a Swappa account, just because those are all good platforms to keep selling on. And then I would start selling online mostly with eBay, but and then I would also probably connect with some direct buyers as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna put and connect with EVs for phones. Your first month, you'd probably want to sell the phones to a direct buyer rather than on eBay.
Yeah, these three that I said I just bought, I sold two, and actually I'm going to drop them off today at the post office, but they're both through eBay, but the fees were like incredible.
Yeah.
Like the
So
15 Pro Max I bought for 650. I sold on eBay for like 770, but then after the fees are like 115 bucks or something. It's like
so
ridiculous.
one thing I would also recommend is get an eBay basic store, which is like I think it's 29.95 a month. Uh,
Okay.
but it drops the fees to like 9 or 10%.
Okay.
Yeah. And the thing is like make sure you know your fees before you go and buy something, right? You want to actually factor that into your offer, which is actually in the appraisal calculator. So if we go to the
Okay.
appraisal calculator over here, let me pull that up. So you can see the eBay fees here. If
Um,
you let's just say it sold, you found three sold listings at 700, 750, and 725. Like we're just throwing random numbers in here.
sure.
Your fees would be $100.
Yep.
But and so I've already kind of done the work here for you. on this, you'd see like, here's your offers, right? This is what you would offer, and then here's your potential profit as well.
Hmm.
So it helps you kind of, figure out, how much you could make potentially.
Right.
The highest I would go is obviously about 70%, and I'd still make over $100, right? I don't base things on a percent margin. I base everything off of a specific like profit amount.
Okay.
Most people go off of margins, and I've just found that that's not helpful.
Yeah.
like to I like to aim for about an $80 or plus amount, right? That I'm getting paid after everything. Because 30% margin, could be nothing in the grand scheme of things, right?
Right.
So yeah, the goal for the first month is about $1,000 in profit, putting you at about 19 total devices with a minimum of $80 profit per device. All right.
Yep.
Second one here. Second month. Second month is about a $2,500 profit minimum. Daily Facebook ad budget, I would recommend about $15 a day. Um, Google ads would be around five. It's still 20 reach outs a day. Always recommend 20 reach outs a day because the numbers are in your favor. And then also every reach out you do is almost like planting a seed,
Hmm.
especially when you say it like, hey, I run a business that buys these every day. It's almost guaranteed cash for that person to always come back to,
Okay.
right? So I wouldn't think of it like, I didn't get anybody today. No, you planted 20 seeds today.
Right.
Not many people know who you are.
Right.
I've had so many people come back and be like, hey, will you still do this amount? Right? Because they can't sell it. Right.
Yeah.
Um, so 20 reach outs a day still. I would start some game console ads for sure. And then purchase 37 items with a minimum of about $80 in profit.
Okay.
So, and that can be, it can be phones, it can be MacBooks, it can be whatever you want it to be.
Right.
Month three, about $3,500 in profit. And I'm intentionally actually lowering this bar because I want you to beat it.
Okay.
So, we have multiple students that go way past this, just so you're aware. Um, the $20 a day on Facebook, $5 a day on Google, 20 reach outs a day, game console ads along with phone ads. Um, and then it would to hit that goal, you'd have to do about 56 items with about $80 in profit. And then you'll want to continue following up with your past customers as well because they're going to bring you the most business by far. And then month four, and this is your 4 month plan to get to $5,000 in profit. You want to get your daily Facebook ads budget to about $30 a day. Google ads about $10 a day. Do 20 reach outs a day. Game console, camera, MacBook ads, and then you kind of figure out which flow or which niche of electronic you fit in with the best. Whether that's phone, some people fall into game consoles, some people fall into like cameras. I've seen, interestingly enough, I have students that only flip cameras. Wild. Um, and yeah, so and then you'll want to purchase about 75 items at $80 in profit. So that's kind of the plan here, man. Does this all make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense.
So
Do you think that this is the thing that I'm particularly looking at is the number of items that I'm picking up per month, 19, 37, 56, and then however much for month four. Do you think that's possible with my schedule? Because I'm doing it basically part time.
what I would recommend I mean, I do mine part time. So what I
Okay.
would recommend is setting a scheduled meetup model. So for
Right.
example, you can only pick up items during the day on Tuesday and Thursday. What times can you pick them up?
Normally, anywhere from 12 to 3, something like that.
Okay. So what I would do is, tell customers like, hey, I'm meeting people at this Starbucks or something at 12 and 3 today. Which time works best for you,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then on Friday or Friday through Sunday, right? If you want to work on those days, which gonna be real, you probably need to. Weekends are usually really good, especially in the beginning.
Hmm.
Uh, I would do the same thing. I'd pick specific times, whether it's 12 or 3. Mine's 12 and 4. Those seem to be the best times for me, and that's every day for me. So I just tell people every single day, I'm meeting people here at this location at 12 and 4. And what you really want to do is you want to um, get multiple people to meet you at one time,
Okay.
right? If you can get, I like to call it lineups, right? So I like to try and meet 2 to 3 people at every single meetup, and that makes it pretty easy to hit the goal. Now,
Yes.
another thing you can do to hit the goal faster is you can upsell. Whenever you close somebody on their phone, you ask them like, hey, do you have anything else? Do you have any MacBooks, iPads, smartwatches, cameras? And then before you know it, you're buying 3 items from the same person. See what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So if you can buy an average of 2 items per person, hitting that goal of 19 the first month, you're only going to meet like 9 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. All right.
Yep.
And
So
then right now, I guess one of the issues I'm up against is I have to wait with eBay. I have to wait for whatever it is that I'm selling to actually reach the customer before they release the money back to me.
have you ever sold anything on eBay before?
Yeah, I've sold stuff before. I
Okay.
have.
So you don't have to wait. You can, your payout should be about 2 days after it sells then.
Okay.
At least mine are anyway. With newer eBay accounts, that's not the case. It can take up to a week, up to 21 days, right?
Okay.
Because we want to make sure you're not a scammer and all.
Yep.
But with me, they pay me out about after 2 days, whether it's shipped or not. So
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. That's cool because I mean I've had this account for oh my goodness, 20 years probably, 15 years or so. So
nice. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, man, one thing I would do, like with the 15 Pro Max that you bought, I would probably sell that to a direct buyer. Um, and that way you can, number one, get your money back, and number two, keep your cash flow moving,
right.
right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't sell something like that on eBay, especially in the beginning, because phones are, especially the new phones, if it's in the box, it's a very high risk item to eBay.
Wow.
Um, they just consider it high risk, high returns, high return rate, that type of deal.
Okay.
This is one reason we start all of our students with game consoles, is because they're almost no risk and almost no returns. So
Mm.
yeah, like people rarely ever complain. There's not a whole lot of scammers whenever it comes to that. I don't think I've never been scammed when it comes to the consoles, VR systems, or anything like that. They're just regular people usually buying stuff, right?
Okay.
Or buying an extra piece that they need. With phones, though, it's kind of a different story.
Yeah.
So, it once again high risk item. Um, and the newer ones, I would recommend direct buyers. Anything cracked, damaged, or older, I would recommend eBay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of the recommendation there. So, was this helpful? Was it like
Yeah.
all pretty good?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really good. The plan is really good. I can definitely go through that recording. I got to get the ads set up, and
Mhm.
once I get this money back, start buying more phone. Actually, I'm supposed to pick up a iPhone 12 today for
Nice.
one. I think it's like 180, but I
Okay.
saw I could get a direct buyer to pay me like 240 or 235, I think.
Is it a Pro or a Pro Max?
No, it's just a regular 12, 64 gig
Unlocked?
unlocked. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean,
Is that worth it? It's only like I think it's only like 50, $60 in profit.
better than zero,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like still making a small profit, but gaining experience,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I would say both of those are valuable. So I would say go
Okay.
for it, right?
Yeah.
Cool, man. With that being said, let me go ahead and end the recording here,
All right.
and that way I can send it over to you, and it doesn't have all the